How's life as a coach, Matt?
Yeah, it's been enjoyable. Yeah, it's been good to get back to the West and jump in with the boys who I've sort of already got a relationship with a lot of the guys, and obviously it's exciting what the boys went through last year, and it's going to be a great place to learn and also really just get involved in the coaching side of things.
What's changed about the club in the time you've been away that you've noticed?
There's still been quite a heavy turnover on the list. There's a lot of fresh faces on the playing list, but in terms of the staff and the club, it's always been quite a stable club and a lot of familiar faces. And obviously there's a little bit of extra silverware since I left, but it's good to be back.
What do you want to get out of coaching, Matt? What are you in it to hopefully try and achieve?
Yeah, I've always had a passion in building relationships and helping the younger guys. So that's really why I decided to go down the path of coaching. But yeah, really just learn as much as I can early on off a experienced coaching group, and also just help the club have some sustained success. That's really the main aim.
It's only been early doors for you, but have you been trying to shadow anyone of the senior coaching group to try and learn off them to pass on some knowledge?
There are some coaches in there that have improved very quickly, even since the time I've been away 3 years. Guys like Jamie Graham and Praddy were here when I was here, and to see their growth as coaches has been impressive. So yeah, there's definitely some good guys to learn off, and looking forward to working with them.
Was it your body that forced you out of footy in the end? Was it because you're still quite young, aren't you?
The body was reasonably cooked. I kept on doing hammies in the end, and the body felt like it was falling apart. So it felt like the right time to pursue something else. And I've always loved my footy and had an interest in coaching. So it just felt like the right time, and I was comfortable with the decision.
Were you taking notes of when you were under coaches and keeping literature and stuff like that, like they do? Is that were you preparing that far out for coaching?
Yeah, definitely. I got some advice probably 6 or 7 years ago just to keep a diary on coaches and what you might like about them or things you might do a little bit differently. So that's something I've been doing for a while, and I think having 4 senior coaches over the past 6 years, I've been able to see some different styles, and also there's been some great assistant coaches through that period as well. So it's been good to experience a different culture the last 3 years, and I'm excited about the challenge ahead.
How tough was it on the Gold Coast?
It was tough at times, obviously, when you're not winning, and it was a young group, and there are frustrations when you can't get the wins on the board. But they've made some great appointments with Dewey and I think Mark Evans heading that up, and they've had some major change again this year. So it's a little bit hard to comment on what's happening over there this year, but I think they're on the right track.
So you saw hope for them at the end of last year? Yeah,
definitely, and I think there's a good core group of younger players that it might take time, but also might not. They might come on very quickly. So I think the people that they started to put in place, I think are good people, and hopefully they can grow quickly.
Stoppage and structure role. Nathan Burley had that last year. Obviously, it's pretty successful. Do you come in with fresh ideas and try and change things, or do you sort of continue on what was happening last season?
Yeah, well, obviously a lot of what the boys were doing last year was working quite well, but we'll have a look to tweak a few things. We've already started doing that. We're always looking to make improvements, but it's great to have VB still on the coaching staff, and we've been able to talk through sort of what worked and some areas for improvement. So we'll continue to try and grow, but majority will stay the same.
A couple of new ruckmen. How much of it's getting them up to speed with the midfielders? What's happening there?
Yeah, a lot of it will be you're trying to get that chemistry right. So we'll spend a lot of time getting those ruckmen with the midfielders at training, and also finding out their strengths and weaknesses and trying to get them to adapt as quickly as possible.
Is there a feeling it'll still be a 2-ruck policy at West Coast in 2019, Matt?
Yeah, well, that obviously hasn't been finalised yet. It's going to be a little bit of see how we go and get into match practice and things like that. But preliminary discussions are still open to that. Yeah.
Matt, just speaking on that chemistry, can you fast track that across one pre-season, or does it take a number of pre-seasons and time together to build that?
Yeah, well, we'll try and fast track it as quickly as possible. Obviously, we haven't got too much time before Christmas. We've only got the full group for 2 weeks. So a lot of it's going to be around discussions. You know, we'll be picking their brains and trying to find out what they can and can't do in terms of the ruckman. But then every opportunity we got, we'll try and get them together and hopefully get them playing a lot of footy together through match practice.
You mentioned there's familiar faces. Is it harder or easier coaching blokes, you know?
I think it's a positive, yeah, to be honest. I think already having those relationships makes it easier, and yeah, I'm sure when it gets to the crunch of the season, we'll find out for sure. But I think already having those relationships does make it a bit easier. Yeah.
How does it work with Nick, mate? Is he like the de facto ruck coach for a while, and then when he starts coming online, he starts becoming part of, and you change your tactics a bit because it obviously changes when he's in there?
Yeah, so Nick will help out the boys through the pre-season. He's put his hand up. He's really keen to do that, along with Drew Petrie, who'll spend time with the ruckman. So really, it'll be left up to Nick when he gets closer to playing how much he actually does in terms of educating the ruckman. But then, yeah, it'll just naturally evolve in terms of, you know, what Nick will bring different to the other guys. But he's really keen to help out, and yeah, it'll be good to get him working with the new guys.
And now you were away, and obviously the premiership happened. How do you reflect on that sort of thing, having been here and you know, the ultimate has come to this club, and maybe you could have been here but you weren't here, and now you're back here. How do you reflect on all that?
Yeah, I was there grand final day, and I was super proud of the boys. That's the only way I can explain it. Sitting up in the stands to see guys who I played with in 2015 achieve the ultimate, and I knew, you know, how much it hurt. I was just super proud of what they were able to do, and even the way the first quarter played out for them to turn that around and stay strong. It was great to see. So yeah, rap for the boys, and keen to be working with them again.
Especially Josh Kennedy, and it would have been rap for him, and obviously Lacroix and those guys that you played a lot of footy with.
Yeah, for sure. I think you know, they went through their struggles, you know, following the grand final, and they were able to turn it around, which is hard to do. So they've been able to do it, and the way they've come back in good shape, it's you know, it shows that they're still hungry, and I'm sure they're keen for some more success.
When they lost Brad Shepherd in the qualifying final against Collingwood, which meant they were basically going to play the season out without 3 players we would consider A-graders, did you think they could win at that point?
Well, I guess the depth of the squad was questioned early last year, and like everyone else, I probably had that same question mark. I was like, could they do it with, you know, some really good players out? But I think it just shows how united the group was, and the group are at the moment, that they were able to cover for each other and not drop their bundle. It was super impressive that you know, they obviously had some talent in the team, but just their ability to play for each other really shone through in the end.
What did you make of the midfield in particular? A lot of people were writing the midfield off at the start of last season, and it was almost spurring them on. What did you think of the midfield before last season? And were you surprised by the growth of some of those guys in there, like Elliot Yeo, for example, Jack Redden last year? Yeah,
there was some real improvements made by those individuals, and I think again just being able to really play as a unit and play as a team. It was almost strength in numbers in the end, and they shared the workload, and they got it done, and they're really hungry to improve again. And there's some younger guys coming through that really want some opportunities. So I think that's gonna help drive the group forward.
What can you tell us about Brooksby? Probably he wouldn't have been at Gold Coast when you were there, would he?
Yeah, he was. Yep.
He was.
Yep.
What can you tell us about him?
Yeah, he's just a real competitor. He's undersized for a ruckman, but he just really competes and has a crack. So, yeah, he's got a fantastic attitude, and I think, just to really get another competitor that, if called upon, he'll be able to come in and play a role, and he'll give it a crack. So, yeah, it's good that Keegan's got another opportunity.
And could he be a number one ruckman, do you think, or would Vardy? I mean, how are you looking at it at the moment?
Yeah, well, they're both pushing for that number one spot, and I think they're both going to train that way. They're both competitors as well, so they'll be having a crack. And Tommy's been super impressive. He ran really well in the 2K time trial, and he's really keen to put his hand up and play some good AFL footy. So. Yeah, it's going to be interesting pre-season with a few boys battling it out for the ruck spot. So it's going to be good to monitor.
And Vard's grand final was pretty amazing, wasn't it? Nathan Vardy. It was one out of the box, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, he was super. So he's keen to go again and keen to build and improve. So it's going to be good to see him go at it.